The Raptors beating the Heat in overtime, 96-92. One of the Raptors' all-time greats and Sportsnet analyst Alvin Williams is back to break down the big win. So where do we begin? It was so close. The stress levels. I'm happy I wake up to the results rather than have to sit through because it's tough to watch.
Absolutely. I mean, overtime, 2 games in a row.
Yep.
Alvin, what do you think?
It's exciting. It's exciting basketball. It's sloppy a little bit, but it's still exciting because everyone's going back and forth and they're trying to devise schemes to stop the other team's strength. So it's really exciting. It's a chess match right now. You see coaches are making more substitutions accordingly to the talent and according to the positions. So it's a fun game to watch.
We saw the video go viral the other night of, Lowry at 1 a.m. practicing alone in the court. People were saying, oh my gosh, if he has an injury, it's going to aggravate it. Others are saying, he's in a player slump. Does that exist? Did you ever experience it as a Raptor?
Yeah, definitely. My whole life almost. But, I don't.
Well, that's not true.
I never had the pressure that Kyle had because, it's easier for me. I played with Vince Carter, so I could pass him the ball and get out the way when I wasn't feeling right. But the eyes are always on Kyle. Kyle has a big responsibility for the team. So whatever he needs to do to get out of his slump is not an injury. It was more mental. And it happens. Every player has their confidence wavered a little bit, but he's doing what he needs to do to get out of it. But he has to remember that he has to just be the leader. And last night he ended up being the leader, having the ball in the fourth quarter. So he did a great job getting out of the
Really
slump.
did manage the game well last night, even though his shooting maybe hasn't been the best in the playoffs.
Right.
There was, there's a lot of passing, there's a lot of moving around, and for you are in the 2 hot zones when it comes to fans. You're in Jurassic Park with Tim and Sid, and then between quarters, you're in the ACC.
Yeah.
What's that been like?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Jurassic Park is crazy, and it's amazing to see how far. The fans have always been supportive and been great and energetic, but Jurassic Park is another level, and it's just exciting to be out there. It's loud.
Yeah.
And during the game, you have your section right there, and then Tim and Sid, they're celebrities, so it's autograph signings and all that stuff.
Tim and Sid. Who do you like better? Tell us, Alvin.
I like.
They've both been on the show.
Nah, I like.
You almost answered.
No, those guys, they're great. They make it so much easier for me. Just being there, and I always was in. I was against media at some point because I never felt like the relationship was there. But those guys, they do a great job of being critically fair. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing is that former athlete you look for, because athletes, they go through certain things. But they're really good with their criticisms and, they're fair with it. So it's enjoyable to work with them.
Yeah, they're not there to bury you. They're there to just tell it like it is, which was so great.
Yep.
Now, Alvin, for you, is it hard to watch the playoff games and go, don't you kind of want to jump in sometimes?
Yeah. No.
No?
No, not any longer.
No?
And it's funny, doing the broadcasting and doing the media side, it helps me out a lot. If I was home watching, then I would have more of an itch and I'm there. But now doing something productive and still being involved with the game, it helps me out a lot. But, I'm not ready. These knees wouldn't allow me to get out there for a second.
What do you think about what Drake has brought to the Raptors specifically as an ambassador? He really is there all the time.
No, I like it. He's cool, popular, and the fans, the players, they relate to him and he relates to the players. So it's a very good look for Toronto and for basketball.
After you hit that shot against New York, the first time the Raptors won a playoff series, you hit a last-second shot. Then
it wasn't quite
not quite last second, but it was a big shot. I remember running into you the next day, and I was 12 years old.
Really?
Yeah, and we were, and it was
you.
He
looked like this without facial hair.
I just got old all of a sudden.
And I was a lot shorter, and I was terrified, but I remember walking up to you and going, Mr. Williams, that was a really great shot last night, and then running off in the other direction. I don't even think you had a chance to say thank you or anything. But
that's awesome. Good seeing you again.
Well, I know you recognize me.
And you know what's so cute? He's full grown, and he still looks up to you and says, Mr. Williams. By the way, did your family ever call out, Alvin?
Nah.
Well, game 3 is tomorrow. We're going to be yelling out "We the North" against Miami. Tip-off is 5 p.m. Do you think we have this?
Yeah, I think so.
We the North. Thank you. Alvin, good to see you. We'll be back with more VT right after this. Aw, let's take another picture of you two.